We have two major questions. One is how to develop or why we have to develop the tourism industry and why we have to develop tourism industry and how to develop the tourism industry. These are the two major questions. First of all, we discuss the why we have to develop tourism industry. If we observe, there are the I just listed the some linkages of the tourism industry. One is the source of foreign exchange. If we observe the BOP, balance of payment, and there is two accounts. One is the foreign account, another is the trade account. And foreign account, it is related to the foreign exchange or the foreign currency. And we have, at present moment, we have four sources, FDI, and also the assistance or loan, remittance, and fourth one is the tourism. Look at, and the tourism industry is also the prominent source of the foreign exchange or the foreign exchange, and that can improve the reserve of the foreign exchange. And that, if the reserve of foreign exchange increases, its positive contribution goes to the current account, and it also helps to maintain the trade account. And in this aspect, the tourism industry is very important to us. And in developing countries, 2/3 source of the foreign exchange is contributed by the tourism industry. At present moment, we have 3043 10 million in terms of the 10 million rupees measuring 3043 or the 0 million. Look at that is the situation, and that is our earning, and it has contributed primarily to our BOP and the trade account to maintain the trade for cycle, as well as the to make the positive or the positive balance of payment. In this aspect, this is the tourism industry is very important. Another is the contribution of the to revenue and non-revenue. We have national and the local bodies. Main revenue office, and another is the municipality and BDC level. If we observe the tourism industry, those travelers travel to the local area, they have to pay certain charges, and that contributes to the it will be the sources of the municipality and the village development committee. Yes. And in this way, there is a includes the entry fee in the territory, and another is the entry fee in the heritage site. And these are the major sources of the revenue, non-revenue to the municipality and PDC. And these resources are the major sources in the budget of the and development of the municipality and village development committee. But in the case of the national, it also contributes to the revenue, just like the travelers. They have in the hotel, restaurant, and other places where they use the services from the hotel, restaurant, and other center or the institutions, and these all services accounts the VAT, and that VAT is contributed to the national revenue. And in this situation, if we have a number of tourists increases, it contributes the number of the staying days and size of the staying days. And another one is it also increases the activities. Activities are related to the services of the hotels, restaurants, and other tourism-related industrial activity institutions, and then we can easily get the revenue sources at the national level and the non-revenue sources at the local level. This is the situation, and in these are the sources contribute to our function our regular expenditure as well as the development expenditure. Preservation and conservation of the world heritage and natural beauty. We cannot forget the Nepal society is 2000 years old. This is the one point. And second one is this is the ancient country. And it is independence over 200 years, 2000 years. What happened? And if you observe here, we have ancient period, medieval, and the modern period, and in all these periods we have certain construction, maybe temple, darbars, roads, arts, culture, language, customs, and many things, please remember, and which are very important for our social development, economic development, and also the society's overall development. And these are not only important for the new generation of the Nepalese people, these are also interesting to the foreigners. Maybe the anthropologists, maybe the sociologists, and the other scientists. And in this situation, they are interested to study these places, old heritage, and they want to enjoy the natural beauty also. And in this situation, if there is a flow of the tourists, what happens? Country or the local government as well as the national government have a certain pressure or the realization of the importance of the old heritage and natural beauty. And in this situation, that tourism industry generates certain amount of the money, and they use for the conservation and the preservation of the old heritage and natural beauty. One hand, another one, they also see the prospects of the earning from the tourists, and in this situation, they also invest to develop the old heritage side and the natural beauty side. And these are the benefit not only the local level but also the national level. And if the tourists visit these areas, what happens? Nepal's issues and informations will be internationalized, and it will be the benefit to the country in terms of the tourism development, in terms of the identity all over the world, and the mobilization of the local resources. I would like to Andrew.
गरेको लमजुङमा छ कहाँ जानु र गरेको एउटै हो भने फरक हो। कामरुङमा चाहिँ घलेहरू छ तर घलेहरू बस्तीमा घलेको हुन्छ।
Look here. I would like to share the Andhra villages, case study case. Foreigners, if they visit Pokhara, they want to go in the Andhra village. And what will happen? Means Andhra village cannot import, cannot transport the goods and services from the Pokhara and other areas. And in this situation, they use the local resources. Local resources that may be the food, meat, and other necessity goods and services. And what is this? These are the local resources, and they also utilize the local manpower. For what? For cleaning, for
Cooking.
For hospitality and other services. Look here. One hand, such resources will be mobilized in the locally in the Gandhi plains, and it creates the certain demands in the just like the for agriculture products, meat, livestock products, and other resources. And what happened? Farmers have pressurized to increase the activities in the agriculture production, and livestock farmers have also the similar activities. This is the one part. Second part is the this Gandhi village. If the tourists go there, they have to develop the activities just like they have to show the culture. And also the historical sites, religious sites, and in this way, for what? For increasing the days of the staying days. And if there is a staying days increases, it increases the income of the local tourism industry. And if the local tourism industry earns, what happens? That earning will be distributed among the inputs, tax of the tourism industry, means local resources, and all over the village will be benefited from that activity. This is the one part. And second, in the case of the local areas development, if we want to attract tourists, we want to attract visitors, we have to develop the hotels, restaurants, recreation centers, and other infrastructures, just like the clean drinking water, electricity, telephone, telecommunication, and other things. Please remember, these are the basic needs to provide the normal services to the tourists. And this just like in the Gandhi village, you can easily find out all these facilities. And all these facilities, attract and to provide the security and satisfaction to the foreigners as well as the national tourists. Please remember. And what is this? These are all the development indicators. Means access to clean drinking water is a development. Access to electricity, development, telecommunication, development, and also the health facilities and other different education facilities are also the indicators of the development. Please remember. And another part is the local level. All of you know we have a literacy and traditional traditional society. They have more enterprises. Knowledge, entrepreneurial knowledge. But if they have to conduct hotels, they have to conduct the restaurants, they have to learn the entrepreneur, they have to involve in the entrepreneurial activities, they have to learn the entrepreneurship. And then after you can easily find out, establish the hotels, restaurants, and other different types of activities will be possible. And if these activities or they will be established, what will happen? It also indicates the development of the enterprises. And there may be the money success. money exchange, and other different types of facilities we can easily find out as a development of enterprises. Means tourism development, tourism industry leads not only to contribute foreign exchange but also contribute the revenue and non-revenue, and it also directly and indirectly contribute preservation, conservation of the old heritage and natural beauty, and another is it also leads to develop local areas and local people and local society. This is the one part. Now what we have, if we have three major products which have prospects. Now if you observe the world, India, this is Nepal, this is China. China, Buddhism. India, Hinduism and Buddhism. And also the Thailand, just like the Thailand. Burma, Bhutan, Thailand, and the Malaysia, Japan. These are the Buddhism and also the Hinduism. Sri Lanka. If we observe demographic situation, based on the health, based on the religion, you can easily find out the Hinduism population potential tourists. It can be found in India. Means this is the 1 billion population. Out of 1 billion, maybe the 40%. 40% or the 50%. In the case of the Burma, Bhutan, Thailand, Malaysia, Japan, and Sri Lanka, majority of the people have Buddhism, and the Buddhist or the Buddhist or Buddhism followers are interested to visit the birthplace of the Buddha. And in this situation, Buddhism, if we can develop, if we can promote our tourism industry among the Buddhist followers or the Buddhism followers about the Lumbini, we can catch up, we can encourage or we can encourage to we can easily attract our such potential tourists in our country. Please remember, and it helps to promote our tourism industry. Another one is we have to identify different Hinduism products such like the Pashupatinath temple, Muktinath, and the Kalasi Mahadev, and other different types of places. Then we can easily attract the Indian tourists to visit there. And if we can do it, our tourism industry can contribute properly, not only at the national level but also at the local level for different types of development activities. But we are not able to track such potentialities to develop our tourism industry. That is our reality. But a little bit, if we observe the Chinese tourists, we have improved the Chinese tourists by 8%, additional 8%. Now in the case of the natural product, we have Himalayan seas, and lakes, and hills, rivers. These beauties cannot be found all over the world, but these are very unique in our country. And yes, we are promoting these products all over the country, but see, we have to get the more tourists from the other rest of the world. And in this situation, we have to promote the Himalayan products and the lakes, hills, and rivers to attract the all over world's tourists for developing and contributing our tourism industry. This is the another product. And another is the historical and society related products. If all over world's anthropologists, sociologists, and the culturists and the architecture, they are interested in the old heritage, and they want to know, they want to learn the art, culture, and civilization of the Nepalese society. And in this situation, if we can promote, if we can write, if we can promote these products, we can also get the certain percentage of the tourists for our tourism industry for studying purpose or the research purpose. This is the three products. And in this situation, look here, if we can trap in the case of the natural resources or the nature, we can easily find out the Himalayan cities. We can, but we have to organize expeditions and trekking and also the different types of services to those people who are interested to visit and travel in the Himalayan cities, maybe the Mount Everest, Annapurna and other places. And we have also the wildlife, just like our country has protected different places for the wildlife as wildlife preservation. For what? For studying and also the entertainment or natural entertainment to the tourists. And trekking is also the another important product scope we have. Just like many foreigners come here for the trekking purpose, but if we can develop and identify the trekking routes all over the world, and we have organized properly different types of programs, we can attract the more tourists in the trekking activities, and it will be the helpful to increasing the staying days of the tourists. And water rafting, we have a downfalling or down flowing rivers. And it gives us the adventurous rafting. And tourists are interested, and Nepalese and the tourists are interested in the water rafting for adventurous entertainment. And we have, and the government best identify the different rivers and different places, and the government also develop the infrastructure which are required for the water rafting. And then we can easily increase the staying days by increasing the activities to the tourists. This is the scenario. But the challenge is we have poor infrastructures, language problem, quality service issue, and the security problem. If we observe, just like first of all, I would like to individual A wants to recreation or by nature, by religion, by expending money. And in this situation, that person, if is not secure, that person is not feeling secure, what happened? That recreation will be dropped. And in this situation, that person selects the another country. Another country as a destination of the tourism. पैसा तिरेर टेन्सन लिने काम चाहिँ कसले गर्ने हो? हामी पनि गर्दैनौँ, उसले पनि गर्दैन. That is the thing. In this situation, recreation means that person is the stress, work stress, and certain time, he and she wants to recreate himself and herself by visiting the different types of places, and by the natural places, and also by visiting the religious places. And in this situation, by spending the money. And in this situation, if we have like a security, what happens? That person is not interested. That person cannot receive the recreation. And in this situation, we have to improve the security. And that security means conflict link, insecurity, and crime link, insecurity. And if we have to develop our tourism industry, we have to utilize the conflict in security, and we have to control the crime for improving the security. And it is not required only for the foreigners, but also it is required for the national tourists. And in this situation, whatever First of all, we can attract the tourists by improving the security situation. If they are secure, they want to come here, they want to enjoy, they want to recreate here. And another is the quality services. Foreigners want they want to receive the two types of the quality. One is the international standard. And the local standard. International standard, this is just like the French tourist. And French tourist was the French food. And maybe that French tourist needs the French language or the interpreter or at least English. And all the hospitality facilities, please remember, in the case of the international standard. But in the case of the local standard, just like the local food, local services, and general local services, and maybe the English language or the communication language, and food security, food hygienic food. Look at it. We have two types of the tourists. Some tourists come here for short time, for study purpose, to participate in the government official meetings and also the other activities. And their concern is the international standard services. And that standard services can be provided by the 5-star and 4-star hotels. And it means we have to develop the such types of the accommodation and services for the such tourists. But the some tourists who want to visit local areas, Kandu and other places, but their major concern, they want to use the local food, local services, but they want communication language. And another is their major concern is the hygiene. And in this situation, we can provide the such type. This is the local quality services, and this is the international quality services. And if we can secure and convince them, we can easily, they feel better, they feel enjoy from our services, and it will be the promotional activities or other tourists. But in the case of the language problem, if we observe, English language is not our native language. And we are just like the Hindi is maybe the native language, nearly. But if you observe our illiteracy, we have still, approximately 40% people are illiterate. 40%. And in this situation, tourists, not only for coming in the Kathmandu, they want to visit the Humla, Jumla, and the other places. And they want, those people who have a good command or the good English language or maybe other languages, so that they can easily understand the local situation, local services, and local hospitalities and other activities. But we have a problem of the language. Our almost people are illiterate. They cannot provide language facilities to inform about the local situation, services, and goods and other things. Please remember. And this is the barrier to promote tourism activities all over the country of the Nepal. If they hire tourists or the interpreter, what happened? Its cost will be the higher, to their traveling activities. And in this situation, language is a problem. But in the case of the Indian tourists, they have a problem. It will be each and every Nepalese use the Hindi language, because they learn, they listen Hindi songs, and they watch Hindi movies. And in this situation, despite a illiterate person, they have a sorted knowledge of the Hindi language. But in the case of the Chinese and the European and Americans, tourists have a sorted problems about the language, and this is a big barrier